Stadium in Eugene. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers offense will go on the attack first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And if we're just being honest, this is every offensive coordinator and quarterback's worst nightmare. When you've got an offensive line with a lot of inexperienced young players and freshmen going up against a D-line, David, with this type of talent, with this type of experience and explosiveness, they chew up O-lines and spit them out daily, and you know they're licking their chops.
Bro, it's funny how you look at it from the offensive perspective, and immediately defensively, I'm like, it's hunting season. Like, we're going hunting, and here's the thing, we're going to find those freshmen up front. Like, that's the matchups that we got to make sure we dominate. So a great defensive line against some tough matchups on this offensive side.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just feeds the running back. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they...
Nailed on the right sideline.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Quarterback keeps it. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Pulls it again on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And he's wrestled to the ground. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They feed him again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore. Under fire. And down he goes.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore finds a tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Run inside. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Bear. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dante Moore. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Smashes through the tackle. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. To the air, it's Calabria. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Looking to fire. Flips it out to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go play action with Moore. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Davison. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Dumps it off in the flats. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is
he unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's a little room there. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pressure coming. And they got it. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find...
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing more. Got it in the middle. It's Bear. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Moore to the air. Going long. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moore. Pocket breaking down.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play, but this has been a defensive war so far.
Punts it out of the air. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Ducks will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Calandria. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his man. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. The option, the keeper. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's loose down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Calandria. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's Moore to throw. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now on the move. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The offense changing the play. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Takes the handoff. It's Davison. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week, as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dante Moore, under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Makes the grab, turning it on. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. He wants to change this route. Throwing more. The sure hands, it's Hill. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Davison. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Huskers want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. He lets it fly. He's got it at the 30. He's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. There's got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Snap to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The Huskers want to crank the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Here's a heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.